Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time tuning in. And welcome to this new altcoin update. I did a video like this last week, I think on Wednesday or Thursday. Wanted to make another one. I think a lot of you appreciate these videos, and I think it's also very valuable to kind of know in general where altcoins are at right now and what we can expect from price action. I mean, there's always, and I say this, or I try to say this quite often when I explain this in the Signal group, like this, taking a look at others, a lot of people requested this as well. It's this, all right? So if you look up this without the dollar mark, because this is the ticker, but this is in general what it's called, you will find the crypto total market cap excluding the top 10 crypto. So this gives you a very good idea of where altcoins are at. But what I always tend to say is that this is general price action, right? So if you take the average altcoin, they'll listen to this, but there's always altcoins that outperform. There's always altcoins that underperform. So right now you can see, if we take a look at others and we do an analysis, you can see we're at a major resistance level. That's also why I expect altcoins in general to pull back from here. But that doesn't mean that you should sell all your altcoins. That doesn't mean that you should stop longing altcoins. There might still be great opportunities to long an altcoin with a great setup that you can catch a 10% move. And trust me, a 10% move on a $100 million market cap coin is not going to move this at all, right? So you can definitely still long altcoins. I mean, the general direction, the general trend is up. So that's something you should know. But now let's analyze this right now. Because like I said, if you take a look at the higher time frames right now, we're at a major resistance zone. And you can see historically, and that's also one of the key reasons why I expect altcoins in general to pull back slightly. Historically, every time we got to this level, or at least, well, most of the times, we pulled back at least to this level right here at $222 billion. So that's the total market cap. Except for the top 10. So that would be a pullback on average of about 7%. So I'd say the higher the market cap, the less pullback that would be, and vice versa. So the lower the market cap, the more that would be per altcoin. But that seems to be very, very likely right here for multiple reasons. First of all, technically, like we might still spike higher, but technically this is just a very strong resistance level. Historically, like I said, we've never been able to break above that. And then fundamentally, look, Bitcoin right now is holding on fine, and we have quite a lot of volume. So there's plenty of reasons to suspect that after pulling back here, we will still continue to be bullish. But the general fundamentals in the world right now, I'm not sure if they're good enough for a massive rally for altcoins, right? And if we're going to be able to break out of this level right here, which by the way, I should drag this up a bit. It's a pretty big zone. Like here you can see, we still have a bit of room to go up for altcoins historically. But if we break out above that level, you can see every time we did that, we had a massive rally. And I don't think fundamentally altcoins are ready for that. All right, so therefore, in combination with the technicals, what I expect, if we zoom in a bit more here, is maybe one more move up. But then after that, I do expect us to drop down here to at least $220 billion. If we get a good reaction there, then from there we might be able to consolidate and start that altcoin rally. I refuse to call it alt season. I need to see a bearish Bitcoin dominance for that, and that's not even close. So it's either this, but I could also still see us do something like this, pull back into 220, get a weak reaction from 220, and pull back all the way into 200, maybe even lower if the fundamentals are bearish, right? So, and this would be a massive pullback. This would liquidate a lot of people. We saw something like this last year, September, where we had quite a lot of strength on September, pulled all the way back down, and then October, November, everybody got rich. So we might also still pull down all the way down here, find support there, and then from there slowly get back up and rally up and break out. Because breaking out, I do expect. It's just the timing that's most difficult to time, all right, or most difficult to get right. So those are my thoughts for now. Short term, like I said, what I would expect is one more move up right here, then a pullback into 220, and then 220. You really need to pay attention to U.S. equities, to Bitcoin, to all the statistics you can get. Then make a decision. Do I think it's going to hold? Do I like the bounce we're getting from there? If the answer is no, we're going to pull back lower by quite a margin. If the answer is yes, you like the bounce, then from there we can consolidate, get a move up, consolidate, and then eventually break out somewhere in May. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know about the altcoin markets for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.